Imagine the sinking feeling. One of the world's most treasured museums, the Louvre, is facing a crisis that goes beyond stolen jewels. We're talking about the very structure of the building itself. A structural problem has forced the temporary closure of one of its galleries, raising serious questions about the safety and upkeep of this iconic institution. But here's where it gets controversial. Is this an isolated incident, or a symptom of deeper issues plaguing the Louvre? The Louvre recently announced the precautionary closure of the Campana Gallery, a space dedicated to 9 rooms showcasing exquisite ancient Greek ceramics. This decision comes after an audit revealed worrying structural weaknesses in some of the beams supporting the floors directly above the gallery. In essence, the museum discovered potential problems with certain beams supporting the floors of the second floor, prompting immediate action to ensure visitor safety. It's important to note that this closure is reportedly unrelated to the audacious jewelry heist that occurred last month, where a gang of 4, armed with an extendable ladder and angle grinders, made off with an estimated $102 million in jewels in broad daylight, an event that already cast a shadow on the Louvre's security measures. This structural issue, however, adds another layer of concern, raising questions about the overall state of the former royal palace. This incident is more unwelcome news for an institution that has faced severe criticism over its security shortcomings. And this is the part most people miss. Before the break-in, Laurence, the Louvre's top administrator, had already voiced concerns about the deteriorating conditions within the museum's walls. In a memo circulated in January, she highlighted a worrying proliferation of damage in museum spaces, some of which are in very poor condition. Descartes specifically pointed out that some areas were no longer watertight, while others experienced significant temperature variations, endangering the preservation of artworks. These comments paint a picture of a museum struggling to maintain its infrastructure, potentially jeopardizing the priceless artifacts it houses. It's like owning a classic car. You can't just admire it, you have to constantly maintain it to keep it running smoothly. The Campana Gallery itself is located on the first floor within the Sully wing, situated at the far eastern end of the museum complex. The museum has identified the floor directly above the gallery, currently used as office space, as the area with the structural problems. As a precautionary measure, the 65 employees who typically work in these offices are being relocated while thorough investigations are conducted. The museum emphasizes that the gallery closure is strictly a precautionary measure to ensure the safety of visitors during these investigations. But does that mean the public was at risk before the discovery? Now, here's the potentially controversial part. Could this structural issue be indicative of wider problems within the Louvre and other historic museums? With millions of visitors each year and the constant strain on aging infrastructure, are these institutions adequately funded and equipped to handle the challenges of preserving history for future generations? Is it possible that focusing on acquiring new pieces has taken precedence over maintaining what they already have? What do you think? Is the Louvre doing enough to protect both its visitors and its priceless collection, or is this a wake-up call for a more comprehensive approach to museum maintenance and preservation? Share your thoughts in the comments below.